Today on Techniques of Martial Arts, we're diving deep into the one move that could end a fight before it even starts and showing you exactly how Bruce Lee trained to deliver it with deadly precision. Stay until the end, because we're not just going to tell you what the move is, but how to train your body and mind to use it effectively in real-world self-defense. The philosophy behind Bruce Lee's fighting. Before we get to the move itself, you need to understand something critical. Bruce Lee didn't just punch and kick. He fought with philosophy. He believed in simplicity, directness, and efficiency. His martial art, Jeet Kune Do, was built around the idea that in a real fight, there's no room for fancy movements, only the shortest, most effective path to victory. Every move he used had to pass one test. Would it stop the opponent immediately? If it didn't, it was discarded. So when we talk about Bruce Lee's deadliest move, we're talking about a technique that reflects his entire way of thinking, a brutal blend of speed, accuracy, and intention. What made Bruce Lee's moves so dangerous? Let's break this down. Bruce Lee wasn't the biggest guy in the room. He stood about 5 feet 7 inches and weighed around 140 pounds. Yet he could launch an opponent across a room with a single punch. How? 3 things: explosive speed, perfect timing, and biomechanical mastery. He trained for hours each day, dissecting movements frame by frame, learning how to use his hips, shoulders, and core like a coiled spring. He studied fencing for footwork. He studied boxing for striking efficiency. He merged them into Jeet Kune Do, a system designed to win real fights fast. And at the center of it all was one deadly technique. The most devastating move, the Intercepting Fist, Jeet Kune Do's core. The move that Bruce Lee considered one of his most powerful? The Intercepting Fist. Also known as stop hit or straight lead. This isn't just a punch. It's a punch that interrupts your opponent's attack mid-motion. Think of it like this. Someone goes to throw a jab, and before their arm is even halfway out, you've already punched through their face with lightning speed. This is Jeet Kune Do's philosophy in action. Intercepting beats reacting. Bruce Lee once said, "The idea is not to block or evade, but to intercept and destroy." That's what this punch does. The anatomy of the Intercepting Fist. Let's break down how it works. This technique isn't about throwing your strongest punch. It's about timing, precision, and shocking your opponent with unexpected speed. Here's how Bruce did it. On guard position. He stood in a slightly bladed stance, lead shoulder pointing at the opponent. Hands were up, not like a boxer, but relaxed and efficient. Lead hand strike. As soon as the opponent moved, Bruce would launch his lead hand, not his rear hand. Straight toward the target, often the nose or jaw. No telegraphed motion. There was no wind up. The punch came from the resting positai.